Right. Now, before the break, I told you a spunky old broad may have the answers to why we aren't living the life we deserve.
Well, welcome Dr. Gail Carson, the president of Spunky Old Broad Club. She's here to help us and tell us why maybe a career change could be a piece of getting that deserved life. Gail, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Well, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, most Americans change jobs every 5 years. And Boston College did a survey, and they said that people over 50 are the new unemployables because they're stuck in limbo. So our research has showed us that there are things that people over 50 need to do to get a job.
Well, and that's where spunky old broads comes into play. I know we keep saying that, but explain what that means and how this goes into the information you're going to give out about the career.
Well, I'm known as Dr. Gail, SOB, Spunky Old Broad. But SOB really stands for spunky, open, and brave. That's the key. People who are spunky, who are willing to take a risk, willing to do something out of the ordinary, that's very important. Open means I'm open to anything that comes in. And of course, brave means I'm willing to take the chance.
And does that play into trying to help find a new career, or?
Absolutely, because the thing that's important is, first of all, people have a defeated attitude. They don't believe that they are able to do the things that they used to be able to do. So I always show them a little trophy and say, remember when you were a victor and when you did win and when you did go to the top. So that's number one. Number two, they're afraid to learn new skills. Take the cell phone, for example. Most people are still using flip phones, and cell phones do everything today. You can watch movies on them, you can go online with them, you can message, you can do anything. And the third thing is they feel they're too old. And I always say, until the sands of time stop flowing, it's never too late. So that's the message we want to give.
And I think that's all very important. And you know, one thing I did want to talk about today is, equal pay in the workplace. And is there anything that maybe you could say to women out there to help them with that issue?
Well, they have to go in with confidence, and they have to know what they're talking about. So when we talk about equal pay, they need to know what their counterparts are getting. They need to know, do they have the background and the experience and all the latest skills in order to be able to do those things, because life is changing very quickly. And what I knew 6 months ago may not be enough for me to do the job right now. So the key is know what you want, know what you have to do, and know what you're willing to accept.
Those are also great tips and reminders. And I know when we were talking about those statistics off the top, you were talking about people that are 50 plus getting back into that, career world. What about age discrimination? And maybe that's something they're a little nervous about.
Well, you should be nervous about it because it does exist. They can't come out and say anything about it, but it does exist. So again, it's like that new TV show Younger, where she's 40, looking like she's 26. You almost have to be able to do something like that because you have to go in and show why you should still be considered.
And this sounds a little bit overwhelming to some people, I'm sure, a little easier said than done kind of thing. Do we have any examples out there of people who have done this, have reinvented themselves at an older age maybe?
Well, I'll take three celebrities, people always they know. Take Suzanne Summers. Now, she was just voted off of Dancing with the Stars, but that was a second career for her. Dancing, she had never done it. Henry Winkler, known as the Fonz, and yet he had a second career as an author. He was writing baby books and children's books, and he had a child who had dyslexia, which he had as well. So that's one of the reasons he wrote that. And then, of course, the third is Betty White. Now, everybody thinks she was famous forever, but she didn't really become famous until 51 when she became the happy homemaker on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And as you know, she's still going strong.
I know, she's amazing and we love her. So what is the message, one, that comes out of your book and something that you can tell everyone that you want them to walk away with?
That it's never too late. And that's one thing we do at the SOB clubs. We talk about things that you normally wouldn't hear people talking about. We talk about menopause. We talk about leaving a legacy. We talk about getting your sexy back.
Oh!
We talk about all these things so that, there's a safe environment for them to get together, talk about the things that are important to them.
Gail, leave us with a quick piece of advice for anybody watching right now who wants to start that next career.
Make sure you do your homework and go at it with a positive attitude. The mindset is everything.
I am so glad you joined us today, Gail. This is amazing. All of your tips are so great. And I love that you're also going to be doing something for our viewers also on your Facebook page. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Now, if you leave a comment on Gail's Facebook page and mention you saw her here on the Morning Blend, she'll send you a copy of her new ebook, Marketing on a Shoestring Budget. Visit facebook.com/spunkyoldbroad1.